episode 20 of For Ilyse. Today we're going to look at Peoria. I am not the most amazing tour guide in the world, but that does seem to be kind of your interest right now, so before I actually leave Peoria for good, we will get a look at beautiful Peoria. Most of what I know in Peoria is churches. There are a few other places. I filmed the places I could think of, and I hope you enjoy it. Here's St. Philomena, the first church we'll be looking at today. Looking at her, it, in the very early morning, because that's when I have a good time. Here's one of the courtyard statues. This would be the Holy Family, Joseph, Mary, and young Jesus. This is St. Charbel, our local Maronite church. Let me just make sure I'm not covering the camera. Yeah. So the Maronite rite is very loyal to the Middle Eastern roots. They developed a lot of their own unique traditions because they were cut off from much of the rest of the world. They were conquered. These are, deep Middle Eastern countries that for many years were under Islamic rule. Here's their garden statues, St. Therese. St. Therese is actually French. I don't know why they're including her in the Maronite traditional church, but there you can see the Middle Eastern influence on the architecture here. And that would be a nativity of Jesus in traditional Middle Eastern clothing. Here is a mosaic of St. Charbel. I don't know his story, but here we have various... Sorry, the lighting's not great. This is... there's something specific about this artistic style. I just don't remember what it is. There's a lot of really rich Eastern traditions to do with pictures, icons, they're called. They have a specific style of picture called the icon. Stained glass. In that, since there's no one in the church, I can tell you this. See that lighted candle by the cross in the box? That's the tabernacle where we believe that Jesus lives in the church. We always keep a candle lit as a symbol that God is alive here. My friend Anthony explained to me a tradition about the domes overhead in a traditional Eastern church. This is a combination of Eastern and Western architecture right here. I don't remember exactly what it was, but what he told me about the dome was something really beautifully symbolic about heaven and earth meeting one another in this place of prayer. Coming closer to the altar, there's the prayer altar to St. Charbel, the main altar where we do the prayers, and the celebration of the Last Supper, which replaces which is we believe that it's the fulfillment, the later development of the Jewish sacrifices of lambs and oxes and stuff. It's our way of carrying on that tradition. Here you can get a closer look at the Eastern style dome. Again, I don't recall exactly the symbolism, but it's something about the shape of the walls symbolizes the way
Eastern Catholics understand the meeting of heaven and earth, and heavenly things and earthly things, earthly prayers. Flowers. Stained glass.
So here's, I guess, a kind of like downtown Peoria. Caterpillar used to be like a major company here. They actually moved their headquarters to Texas, as I know, mainly because my elderly client used to work for Caterpillar. Here we can see the bridge. I call this kind of the Little Navy Pier of Peoria. You can see the water. There's some kind of fair or festival or farmer's market or something down there. I don't know the details. Really nice weather to be by the water though. Here we find ourselves closer to the water. There's an ice cream shop back there. Benches to sit and look at the water. Flags, you can see someone out on their boat. There's other bridges. Whatever's going on over there with the tents. Some kind of stairs here leading to some sort of dock type thing. Hang on, I really can't see very well in the light and I don't have my charger, so I have to keep going. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, let me put the camera on something. That did not work. There's the rules. Oh, I can smell the water. I haven't been around water so close you could smell it in a very long time. Lots of memories of playing around as a kid. Did you ever play in the water as a kid? I don't mean like pools, I mean like natural water. There you have tires for boats to bump into. Another docking place, and this really gorgeous little building with a cupola. I think it's called a cupola. Not sure what it's for. Probably some sort of lifeguard type activity. Yeah. Really pretty. Oh, and that's an odd place for a fire department on the water where things burn, they're already in the water, but alright, that works. Clock tower, no water tower. We are at Sacred Heart. We've got, their garden here is really nice. I think that's the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So, the story behind the Sacred Heart of Jesus is another nun like Sister Faustina that Jesus appeared to. This one was St. Margaret Mary. And he talked to St. Margaret Mary about how much he loves us. This church is in a really pretty area of town. That right there, I'm not sure what it is, some kind of courthouse or something, but it's pretty. Let's get a better look at this garden. Got an archway, trees, statue. I never look at this church from the front, but if you do, it's got a bunch of random saints from Mother Teresa to... Peter is known in the Bible for Jesus telling him, I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. So St. Peter always holds keys to heaven. Why they put him in hot pink, don't ask me, that's not a tradition. Next to St. Peter, it looks like we have St. Michael. He is one of the angels. The legend of St. Michael says that before the beginning of time, when God created the angels, it is said that Lucifer was the most talented of all the angels, but Lucifer chose to go against God. And Lucifer became Satan, the devil. St. Michael fought against Satan and kicked him out of heaven. Okay, so the lady in brown, Claire, was copying St. Francis. Claire has a special story. She was sick one day and became the patroness of television because she was in two places at once. She was sick in bed, and she was also at Mass that day because she wanted so badly to worship the Lord. At a Catholic Mass, you receive communion, which we believe is Jesus, and that's what she's holding. Let's see, there's a guy in white at the end.
He looks like one of those more recent priest saints. Could be the Curé of Ars, because he doesn't look fully dressed as a priest. He either wasn't very talented or he wasn't considered to be very talented. Like, he was underestimated, one or the other. But he was given the job of locking the doors and opening the doors, greeting people in a group of monks. He became so holy, he became a wonder worker and extremely famous. All he was doing was locking and unlocking the doors and greeting people and doing it really, really well.
You can tell there's like a steeple and stuff. And I can't see anything the camera's doing.
So, if you enjoyed this, I would recommend maybe watch an episode of The Chosen. Those have a lot of really good stories, a lot of the same stuff that I would know about, and a lot of at least imitations, if not the real thing, of the Holy Land, Israel. Until next time!